What's up y'all? Welcome to yet another video. This is your boy Amit and today we are looking at image editing using AI, nothing but prompts, and I'm going to be comparing Google's Gemini image editing with ChatGPT's image editing. So with that, let's get started. So before we begin, the genesis of this video is this article I came across from TechRadar, and this article talks about comparing Google Gemini's new image editing feature to ChatGPT, and this was released on May 8th. Depending on when you're watching this video, maybe I have new videos. So that's what I'm basing this video off of. I want to see how far I can get with image editing. So first thing is I have generated this image here. So the base image I'm taking from ChatGPT, and then I will be editing this image to see how far I can get. And as we are editing, again using just prompts, how much of a variation it is from our base model image, which is this one here, to what that new model generated looks like. Maybe there's no variation. We are about to find out. So I've taken this image, I've put it inside of Google Gemini, and then here my first prompt is going to be to put this model at a cafe in Paris sitting outside sipping coffee. So that's the prompt I'm going to start. I have similar prompts in ChatGPT and in Gemini. So make an image of this person sipping coffee at a Paris coffee shop. Since I'm on the free version of Google Gemini, I'm not sure how many generations I'm going to get before I get hit with that limit. But don't worry, I have multiple Google accounts, so we'll try to get as far as possible. All right, so here's our first result. And I noticed that Google Gemini has started putting the AI label here similar to Meta. So that's pretty interesting. But here's this person sipping coffee at a Paris coffee shop. Presumably I won't be able to tell if this is Paris or not, but regardless, not a bad first attempt by Google to keep that same image that you can see on the left here and just change the visuals to having that person sitting at a coffee shop. I can see up down to the detail of the zipper on the jacket is also looks the same, and then she's still wearing a red jacket. The hood has disappeared, but she's still wearing the red jacket, blue jeans and gray shirt. So that's pretty accurate. And then of course the speed, right? It was much faster than what ChatGPT gave us, but this one also looks pretty good. The hood remained in place, and this one shows this person is at a coffee shop because the word cafe is in the background. So far I'm liking both of these generations. Now let's take it a step further and put my second prompt in here. All right, so my next prompt is put a cat sitting next to her, looking up at her in a loving way. Inside of Google, I can just hit send, and then in ChatGPT, what I have done is if I go back to my original image, I hit remix and then I put in my prompt, and then I'm going to press remix again. So now it's going to send it back to the queue. Our base image is in there, which is now of this girl sitting down, not the original one where she was standing. So it should be a variation of this sitting down image and not the standing image. Let's do the same with Google Gemini, where we are going to send the exact same prompt. The only difference is in Google Gemini, you don't need to hit remix, it just does it. And here we go. Again, generation time, the speed is much faster in Google Gemini. So that's definitely a given. But I feel like the quality and the detail, I'm leaning more towards Sora / ChatGPT. But let's see, here's our image of the same girl. She's sipping her coffee, tea, whatever it might be. And there's a cat looking up at her lovingly. So I think it's still pretty good. It's adhering to my prompt, and the camera angle looks kind of original. It doesn't look like it was a professionally taken photo. So I like that. And now we wait and watch what ChatGPT comes up with. While we are waiting for that, I noticed that there's still no hood in this image as well. So it's probably not going to happen. And then here we have our second one here, and I can pick between the two. So let's take a look at both of them. This one looks most close to the original at first glance, but let's go back and look at this one. I mean, they both look good. You can see that the cat's fur is resting on her arm, so that makes it look a little bit more real. If I go back and look at this one, in this the cat is in front of her. She isn't necessarily looking at the cat, but I mean, I like both of them, so maybe you can help me decide. So just comment and let me know which one of these two you like better. Now let's try something else. This time I'm going to, let me go back to our new one and remix it again. And I'm going to say remix this first variation, and I'm going to put in my new prompt as well. All right, from my previous account, this is when I hit my limits. After just 2 image generations, Google asked me to pony up and sign up for their pro plan. Let's see if that happens, because we are at our 2 image editings / generations in Gemini. And this time my prompt is with the Eiffel Tower visible in the background. So I'll give that first to ChatGPT, since that takes a little bit longer. And now let's try this with Gemini. If it doesn't work, I'll download this image, upload it through a new Google account, and then we can continue our generation. So far it looks like it's doing its thing and not hitting me with that rate limit error, and it's taking a little bit longer. So I have high hopes with this one. And the hopes have been crushed. So I don't know what happened to our model, but she completely changed colors and became an African American model. But hey, we have the Eiffel Tower in the back. Yay. The coffee shop is gone, so Google did not adhere to the coffee shop prompt, and it also just completely changed the model. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's much more interesting. It stuck to the prompt, it stuck to all the props sitting in the coffee shop. The cat is still there, and so is the Eiffel Tower. And if I go and look at that second one, also the same thing. You can see the Eiffel Tower in the back. The person hasn't changed, their clothing hasn't changed, everything remains the same. So that's very interesting. Now let me try one more time in Google and then compare it to ChatGPT for my final edit of the prompt. And my final prompt says put an expensive handbag next to her on the table. Let's give that prompt a go. I had high hopes with Gemini and it was doing so well. And then we just veered completely off course. There is no coming back from this. So now I think it's going to continue to work on this newly generated image and continue to give me iterations of that, versus what ChatGPT has been doing is giving me the iteration of the same model. Okay, maybe not. Now we have a completely different model, but I actually like this image. If we don't look at the editing piece, which is what this video is about, so let's just keep that aside for a second. This is a really good image. Just by on itself, if we take the editing part out, we have the person sitting at a cafe, expensive handbag. Now the coffee is gone, the cat is gone, and so is my original person, but we do have the Eiffel Tower in the background. Now let's see what happens here. Here, ChatGPT is asking that it wants me to help pick which is the best one so that it can get better. Unable to zoom. So just by looking at a quick glance, I would have to say either this one or this one. These two would be the ones that look okay, and this would be the one that looks the best because the bag is naturally resting. It doesn't look like it's just hanging in the middle of nowhere. Whereas if I go to the other image, this one looks okay, but she's holding the bag, like that doesn't look real. So those are my few edits. Now I'm curious to see what kind of edits you are going to do. And this was again based on the article. I'll put this article in the comments section so you can check out the original article and try these prompts for yourself. And if you have any new prompts for me, also feel free to put them in the comments. And there you have it. That was our comparison of Google Gemini photo editing versus ChatGPT Sora photo editing. Would love to hear your thoughts. Put them in the comments below, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get notified next time I release a video. Until next time, keep creating and keep prompting.